Do you currently feel like you're stagnant in your career? Like you haven't learned a lot lately and you're living the same workday over and over? Or maybe you want to expedite your professional growth as you're looking to take the next step. Well, this episode is for you because we are going to be talking about how starting a side project can solve these feelings and 8 ideas for projects that you can start today. You know those moments where you think, I wish I would have learned this in school? Those are the topics that we love to talk about. Join me each week as I interview experts sharing their strategies for solving problems that us young adults will face throughout our 20s and 30s. So what are you waiting for? If you want new episodes about adulting advice every Monday, hit that follow button. Side projects, side hustles, passion projects, call it what you want. But for today's conversation, I'm defining it as intentional time spent on professional projects outside of your 9 to 5. I didn't realize how great of an idea this was until I was reflecting on a side project I started a couple of years ago. This podcast. Yes, this podcast you're listening to right now came out of a period of confusion and curiosity in my career. I was looking for a way to invest time into a novel project because I was looking for something new in my life. What I didn't realize was how well podcasting was going to jumpstart my career and reignite my desire to learn again. In the world of podcasting, everything was so new to me. Learning about the tech, booking guests, hosting a great conversation, understanding how to market the show, all of this was brand new. And this newfound excitement spilled over into my career. The positive impact of my side project had me feeling confident to try new things in my career. Trying new things leads to new learnings, and new learnings made me more valuable to my employer. Change in one area of life can help overcome stagnation in another area of life. For me, my free time was supporting my professional career. That's the power of side projects. Drastic change, like a career transition, can be challenging, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to completely reimagine your career. But instead, you can get the same impact by investing time into low-risk projects. If you feel like you need a creative spark or to scratch an itch, I want to give you 8 ideas for side projects you can start today to supercharge your career. Before we jump into the 8 ideas, let's first talk about 3 benefits you can expect to gain if you invest in a side project. Even if your project is totally unrelated to your career, it can provide a variety of helpful benefits. First and foremost, it fosters learning. This was kind of what I was just talking about. We forget how capable we are of learning new things, and in the early months of starting a side project, we are consistently faced with obstacles that require us to figure out. For example, whenever I first started a podcast, I had no idea how to get my audio recording onto the platform you're listening to right now. I had to spend a few hours reading some articles and watching some YouTube videos. Once I had some information, I went ahead, I purchased a podcast hosting subscription, I created an RSS feed, and I submitted that to all the major listening platforms. It took a lot of patience and a little bit of work, but at the end of the day, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. That mentality carried over into my career, and whenever I was faced with another obstacle, rather than conceding to the unknown, I said, how hard could it be? The second benefit of side projects is they will vastly expand your network. You know, I'm always hammering the importance of networking, and many of the side projects I lay out today are going to give you structure to your networking practice. Having to source guests and collaborate with other podcasters has kept me in constant networking mode. It also expands my network outside of my immediate industry and broadens my perspective. Your side project could do the same thing for you. Finally, the last major benefit is it gave me an identity outside of my 9 to 5. This might sound counterintuitive to how it would support your career, but hear me out. Have you heard of the Japanese concept called ikigai? It's about finding a career that intersects passion, mission, profession, and vocation. So what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at. I think it's a really fascinating concept and has all the key building blocks for professional happiness. But what I think it has wrong is the fact that one career needs to encapsulate all of these needs. Instead, I found what works well for me is building a multifaceted career where many jobs and side projects can fill these buckets. Podcasting really is my passion and mission, what I love and what I feel the world needs from me. My 9-to-5 has elements of that, but it primarily serves as something that I can be paid for and what I'm good at. Although, hopefully you guys think I'm at least decent at podcasting as well. Podcasting relieves the pressure of finding passion and mission in my career, while my job allows me to keep the stress of monetization away from podcasting. They support each other, and I'm happier with each because of that. There are many other benefits you might expect to receive from side projects, including exploring new interests, making extra money, encouraging creativity, and bolstering your resume. But let's get into the good stuff. Here are 8 side projects to jumpstart your career that you could start today. Number 1 is to start a podcast. Come on, how could this not be number 1 on my list? Podcast has made such an impact on me, and I'd love for more creators to get into the medium. The new technology and software have made it easy and affordable to have your own podcast. You can geek out about a topic you're passionate about, and you can have conversations with others who share the same sense of enthusiasm. You're constantly improving on your communication skills, and it translates well into public speaking if that's something you want to get better at. Number 2 is to start a blog. Blogging has a lot of the same benefits of podcasting, but if you're camera shy and enjoy writing more, this could be a perfect fit for you. There's still a lot of opportunity to network with fellow collaborators and readers, along with improving your written communication. A similar alternative could be starting a newsletter that serves a specific niche audience. Number 3 is to build an app. If you have technology skills or you want to learn, building an app could be an exciting side project. You can build an app for the mass need or personal use. The interactive nature of apps will keep you in constant learning mode and sharpen your problem-solving skills. This could also be a huge resume booster if you're in a technical career path. Number 4 is create a digital product. The product could be a simple downloadable template like a budget, or it could be a complete online course. You can learn a lot about marketing and product market fit through creating a digital product. This is a great way to explore building a business without shelling out a lot of money upfront for raw materials and tools. A project like this may force you to work with other creators like graphic designers or voiceover talent. You can also get a lot of personal joy from creating a useful and helpful product for a niche audience. Number 5 is to make and sell merchandise. If you aren't interested in digital products, you can go the tried and true route of creating and selling physical products. You can learn a lot about the world of e-commerce or sell through your local community like at a farmer's market or other local events. You can learn critical skills such as sourcing and logistics, marketing and sales, and of course, balance sheets, spreadsheets, all the fun. You could blend a passion or interest of yours, kind of creating something that you're really excited about making that you would want yourself. The options are really limited to your own imagination. Number 6 is being a landlord. I'm not sure if it's because I turned 30 this year, but so many of my friends are now interested in rental properties, and I think this could be a great first side project. There is a lot of helpful information for getting started, and you can learn a lot fast. If you stick to your local area, you can have a more hands-on involvement, and you can experiment with vacation, short-term, or long-term rentals. I also love that it's a reliable source of additional income and something that can help you build your own wealth. Number 7 is private tutor or instructor. Is there something you know a lot about? Are you passionate and good at teaching somebody about that subject? It may be worth exploring becoming a private tutor or instructor. This may be the perfect fit for you to stay involved in an activity you're passionate about, but you didn't want to build a career around. It could be dancing, a foreign language, computer programming, fitness. Really anything that someone would want a coach or a teacher for is something you could potentially offer somebody else. And finally, number 8 is freelancing. If you have a sought-after skill set and you want to make a little extra money, you could freelance. This could be the same skill set that you're currently using for your 9-to-5 or an unrelated skill that you want to continue developing. Many of my friends work part-time as social media managers, website developers, or graphic designers. They find their work through sites like Fiverr and Upwork or through friends and family. This is also an interesting avenue to take if you're potentially looking to make a career transition, but just need a little bit more experience. The option for side projects are truly endless. This list isn't meant to be exhaustive, but more so a starting place to draw inspiration from. I want to get your wheels turning on a side project that you would get excited to start. Side projects can be an incredible source of excitement, a way to express yourself outside of your 9-to-5, a way to build community and network, add some extra income, and give back to the world. I hope you're excited to start your own project, and if you do, I want to hear from you. Find me on LinkedIn or contact me at tsirpodcast.com. We have an exciting episode planned for next week, so if you don't want to miss it, hit that follow button. But until next time, love y'all. Thanks for listening to the episode. As always, I appreciate your kind words. If you want to leave us a rating and review on your podcast player right now, that would absolutely make my day. If you want to find episode show notes, our blog, and other great resources, head over to tsirpodcast.com. If you have follow-up questions, an idea for a future episode, or just want to say hi, we have a contact form on our website, and those messages go straight into my inbox, and I promise you, I will reply. But all right, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. I love you all, and you're not alone. Let's keep making it through our struggles together.